working at home nowadays, so which is good, get to work around the hours at home and no need to walk around in the city too much. So it's good. It's good. So just stay at home and do what I need to do. How about you?
Just go to the park, do a bit of exercise, and then come home, grab a coffee, and not doing too much at home.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm just like home working and then just making lunch and coffee and all at home. Just buying the groceries.
Yeah. Well, how's Tracy doing? Tracy's at home as well? Tracy?
Yeah, she's at work. She's at home. So both of us are at home just sitting next to each other working. So it's pretty fun.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's good. Yeah. So how apart from that, I mean, what's been happening? Just staying at home and
really staying at home. Yeah, trying to do less things to get out of trouble.
True. That's true. I agree with that. Do less things only when you go out. Just go out, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I guess it's for the greater good. So just stay home. Oh well,
yeah.
so I guess we'll get started with it, right? Let's welcome everybody and thank you for being on. And
Thank you everyone. Welcome and thanks for watching. Let's get started.
I guess our topic today was basically how to maintain a healthy gut, right? So, so I guess I'll start off with the first question is, Simon, why do we need to have a healthy gut in general?
Yeah, so, we eat at about 2, 3, 4 times a day, with snacks in between. It goes through our system and, whatever is absorbed in your body is from the foods. And so if your gut is not healthy, if your gut is not maintained in a good condition, it will be it'll make your body a lot less happy. So the digestive system is your body's first line of defense against unwanted organisms or bacteria, things that are bad for your body, right? And you don't want those stuff. An important component of your digestive defense system is the friendly bacteria, and that's with probiotic. That's a probiotic bacteria that you want, a lot of it, right? And you want a good strain of the probiotic bacteria to be able to fight off a lot of things that can cause things like diarrhea, vomiting, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, those are the stuff that's why you want a healthy gut.
Yeah. I mean, so that's right. Very important.
It is very important. So, Garrett, how can we maintain a healthy gut?
I guess there's a few things that we can actually maintain a healthy gut, right? So, some things that we can generally do is, obviously taking some probiotic supplements. A few other things, and some of the things that we can do is, eat fermented foods, such as basically consuming foods that where we can improve our gut is taking fermented vegetables such as kimchi or miso. So those things are pretty good for you. You can take regularly. But obviously there's a lot more than just those. There's a lot of other regular foods, but I'm just break it just to share a few common food that people may tend to eat in terms of to improve their gut health. But there's also some other things that we can do to enhance our gut health, which is like prebiotic, and in the basic diets, which we can include. So those are such as like which we can also take every day, which is like asparagus, bananas, garlic, onions, and whole grains. I mean, they all we also consume daily or can consume. So those are things that can generally improve that gut health. Obviously, fast and all that, or deep fried stuff, they're part of the sort of no-no that kind of makes it a bit more in some ways in our guts. And obviously, things that we don't eat too much is also too much sugar and sweetness. So we want to reduce that possibly in general. So that will help benefit. Basically, our gut will have a bit more, you can say, improvement. It's not be as bad. So obviously another factor is stress. So there's other stresses out there, such as environmental stress, which I mentioned before. Previous videos like environmental pollution. We breathe it in. We damage on the stress on our skin daily, but it also affects our skin, but also a lot of other also our body in general. Even like heat or cold, those are things that can also affect our gut health also. Our body's always adapting to change and maintaining a way of heat, basically preventing ourselves from going to too much cold or whatnot. And obviously some things is to avoid taking too many antibiotics. I mean, there are some studies that say that, take too much antibiotics also puts a bit of load of stress onto our stomach and our gut. So obviously, if it's not needed, we don't want to. But sometimes you just have to. So just try to avoid it as much as possible. But apart from that, those are some minor things. We want to also exercise regularly, which is one of the biggest things that we always want is to keep ourselves active. Having that sleep, getting enough sleep on a regular basis, so those would help us. And obviously, like I said, smoking is also another factor that kind of affects our gut health in general. So yeah, so basically that's how we generally want to make a healthy gut, because our gut is, like you said, it's the mainframe. Whatever we consume goes through our gut, right? So the healthier it is, the better the foods that we take in, the better our body is in general. Obviously, absorption will be better too. Yeah. So, what the third question I want to ask you, Simon, is what is probiotic? PC.
Okay. So ProBio, well, our product for today is called ProBio PCC, and ProBio it's made up of a friendly strain of bacteria that will take care of your body. Once the good bacteria enters your body into the digestive system, the lower tract, it is able to colonize and able to fortify the natural digestive systems, or natural digestive defense systems, to prevent a lot of the unwanted stuff, like I was saying, vomiting and diarrhea. Yeah, basically it does that. It breaks up a lot of your organs, not organs, sorry. It breaks down the unwanted stuff and helps you prevent everything that is bad. So it's just like saying you have a good army and a bad army that's trying to invade you. Of course, you want more of the good army to be around to fight the bad army. And that's how I can actually give you an analogy of how important a gut health is. If you have more of the good army, then you would actually have a maintained, a well-working digestive system.
Yeah, that's very important. I mean, like I said, the more of the good soldiers have in the stomach, the better the defense is to basically keep things from biting our body. So, like I said, the bigger the army, the better it is.
Yeah, you can't. Well, it's also important to have enough, a good amount of probiotic in your body, but not overtaking the recommended dosage. You can't, you can't double dose or triple dose. It can be harmful if you overdose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should just stick to the recommended dosage.
Definitely. I mean, that's very important. That's the whatever's recommended. Definitely take that. You know, don't overdose. A lot of things, you know. Supplements too.
So, Garrett, why is probiotic so unique?
Yeah. So the great thing about probiotics, obviously, we did kind of go through a little bit before on the previous couple of videos about the 6S. So obviously, we want to make sure those things are very important. You know, the quality checks that we have is in place. So that's one thing that we want, and obviously, like I said, probably one thing that I always want to refer to is the safety of our products. We want to make sure that ingredients and everything goes very safe, so it's best for us to consume for our bodies. But probiotic PCC contains potent and proprietary probiotic. You know, basically it fortifies the defense system and assists the absorption of key nutrients. So we obviously, when we eat, we put good ingredients in, and not good ingredients, but absorb the right nutrients in our body. So like I mentioned, whatever we eat, and by having probiotic, because it absorbs it, the bad food gets absorbed, good food gets absorbed. So that's why we want to make sure that we basically have a healthy eating habit in general. Not only that does it supports function of the urinary tract, and also, you know, Pharmanex uses like a totally exclusive uh, robust strain of lactobacillus fermentum proven to survive gastric acid and effectively colonizing the gut. So from that, basically, I would say most of the products that are out, not when we take it in, it will go in, but it may not reach down to our gut, because by the time it reaches there, it's probably all gone. Because it doesn't, because obviously our body's got lactic acid and all that, so it might not be able to kind of survive in there. But with probiotic PCC, it actually survive through that gastric acid and also basically effectively colonize to basically defend our gut, our gut basically. And it basically delivers more live cultures that reach to the gut than many other probiotic products, which I can't just mention, because we got this, as mentioned, live cultures, some of our profiles in there, which has a lot. We've got like 2 million profiles in that kind of survives, and you know that helps defend the body, defend the gut. And obviously, Pharmanex also has followed the probiotic guidelines as established by the FAO or the WHO expert consultations, basically for pH support, colonization, identity, and dosing. So we definitely follow those guidelines. And obviously, through that guidelines, we do also follow our 6S across in general. So that's probably why so our products are definitely unique. We definitely do a lot of research into it. You know, we've got, like I mentioned, we've got 75 PhD in science that works day in, day out on all these products of ours, such as ingredients and so many things. So obviously, there's a lot to provide, but that's something I want to just quickly share to you.
Cool. Yeah. I've been using probiotic for a bit, and that was one of the products that I took for a detox during my time of having a lot of really bad flare-ups for eczema. Just helping me cleanse, helping me get a better gut in general.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think probiotics, like it's good for people that can't because we get used to certain foods, and if we go overseas, our body might not be used to it, so we need that probiotic to help assist us. But yeah, there's many things. I mean, that's one story that you've had, which is basically help you improve that health by taking probiotic.
Yeah.
So I think that last but not least, Simon, the last question I want to ask is, how is probiotic basically different to other products out in the market?
Okay. So yeah, that's a good question. Let's talk about other products first. A lot of products out there, they have multiple strains of this lactobacillus, and most of those strains, actually, when they enter your body, they don't get past the first stomach. They don't get past the stomach because of the acid, the stomach acid. It's so strong that it's such a harsh environment that it actually can't survive. And so basically, it works for a bit, and then after that it dies. And what happens? You're just taking a product that goes in, and then it's just dead cells again, dead bacteria, and it doesn't actually help you in the long run. It helps you minorly, but not great. So let's talk about probiotic PCC. It's different because this is actually it can actually survive in harsh environments like the stomach. And so when it travels down into the stomach and then into your bowels, into the digestive system, it can actually handle all that acidic environment. It can actually get to that lower tract and colonize. That's what we want. And just other products, they just can't survive. It's just the strain is not their product. They just don't have that studies, or they don't have the technology to get in there for the gut. Yeah. And one of the other things that we have in all our products is what we pride on is bioavailability, which means absorbent. When we take products into our body, we want it to be absorbed properly. And we don't want products to be going in and then just straight out. We need it to be absorbing. Otherwise, there's no point of taking products that don't absorb properly or that don't work properly.
100%. I think, like you mentioned, bioavailability definitely is very important because as basically whatever we take, we want to absorb as much as possible. And another thing that I wanted you did mention a bit was the science. Just then, I think another thing that I will probably just get on to, I'll just mention very briefly is that product alone, I think there's about 12 patents, or not patents, sorry, 12 clinical studies, just ProBio itself. So definitely, nearly every single product that we have do something, but definitely this one has about 12. 12.
Yeah, like even the I was talking about the survival of the probiotic. Well, some of it is actually about shelf life as well. When you leave a product on the shelf for a long amount of time, and then someone buys it, and then they open it, and then they start to take it. That could be months on end, and our probiotic can actually survive that long. Until it's actually guaranteed to live the shelf life amount of time. And so when you take it, you have that guarantee, and you have that what's the word? That you actually can trust this product to be actually working.
100%. I mean, yeah. So that's another thing is a lot of products probably is the shelf life. You know, a lot of products out there kind of just sits in the shelf and obviously past that shelf life or even before that shelf life, the active ingredients no longer, no longer
become active or stay active.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't stay active to that shelf life. But our products, the active ingredients are still active, and for just probiotic itself, it longer than the shelf life than expected. So that's very unique about our products out there.
It is. It is. Yeah.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's about wraps up our session for today.
Yeah, I think this is a very short session, and but I think this is close to about 20 hours time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this this sharing, and obviously there'll be some more things coming next week. I mean next month. Is it next month? What's the date today? 30th, right?
Today, end of financial year today.
End of financial year, that's right. So I guess from next month onwards, the whole month we're going to be talking about skincare. So, we'll keep you guys posted on to guys at that. So hope you guys actually enjoy of health and nutrition of our video segment today, the live streams. But definitely there'll be more exciting and will be awesome. Any other things that you want to add?
No, I think that's you covered a lot of stuff.
You too. You covered a lot. So this, if you guys enjoyed, definitely we'll keep you in contact. Keep on these videos and live streams. So next week, same time, same day. But we'll keep you guys posted up on social media. So,
Yeah. Well, we can't do it in person because we're in lockdown right now in Sydney, and just can't be traveling around seeing people these days. So that's why we're doing a invitation, online live. You know.
Bring a
Well, I didn't know about this function until later.
The new social media.
This actually worked pretty well.
That's right. So I guess that wraps it up tonight. So enjoy and have a lovely evening, and definitely stay safe, everyone.
Everyone have a great night, and same to you, Garrett.
Same to you, Simon. Take care, Simon. We'll see you next week.
Bye.